Then the next question that's interesting is always the gas. How do I get the gas? Because it's the same as in driving a car.
Eating my cooking.
You're getting a little personal now.
Oh, there's Metamucils over there.
Right to the Helms Hill.
That's naturally always the most interesting questions. If you have a car and it doesn't start to drive, you don't have to worry about the steering and you don't have to worry about the brakes. Yeah? So always you need gas. Especially you have an Icelandic horse, so the gated horse needs a lot of gas because you have never seen a lazy tilter. So you need the forward aids. Now some horses have much temperament. Matt is only smiling. Well, I have no problem with gas. Yes, you have a big problem with gas because with a horse with a lot of temperament, there comes the question, I cannot use the gas pedal because it's already running out of control. So you want to actively use the gas pedal. There's a term, zum Treiben kommen.
Desensitized.
No. You must come to the forward aids.
Right.
If your horse is already rushing, you have no chance to put on the forward aids.
Yeah.
So you cannot ride your horse forward.
You have to catch up with the horse.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you also cannot work the gas pedal.
Yeah.
You're
So
working
you have-
ahead of you. Yeah.
You have two different problems. If the horse is lazy, you must make sure that the horse is accepting the gas. If your horse is rushing out of its inner calmness, you have the problem that you cannot start to use the gas pedal because it's already running. Yeah? And the gas makes the horse go forward and make it come under with the hocks under the body. So with the fast horse, you need to use the gas to make it come under the body.
Is it
But-
like driving, say driving along in a manual car in fourth gear at 20 miles an hour? You've got bugger all control over
Yeah.
the speed, so you really need to accelerate the car to actually regain control of the, of the car.
Yeah, I'm not so good at car driving, but it, but it sounds right. Yeah. So with the horse, it's like that it must be, you must come to the point of inner calmness where you can put on the gas. Only then the changes happen. Before you have the calmness, you cannot change something in the balance of the horse because you cannot put the gas on. So actually, it's much more difficult to put the gas on a fast horse than on a lazy horse. Yeah?
Because the horse is already ahead of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more like skidding on ice because everybody puts the brake on, and what you need to do is put the gas on. It's also
Yes.
because you're keeping the
Oh,
motor
that's
going.
a good one. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like going downhill
there.
with a trainer and you start to roll.
Yeah.
Your normal reaction would be to put the gas,
The brake.
but this is really stupid in riding. I had so much problems with car driving because on a horse, if you come in a problem, you put on the forward aids and you are mostly safe. When I learned to drive a car, I had like really 3 or 4 really tight situations because the normal reaction is, oh, it's not working, put on a little more gas. So one time I was hitting the wall of the garage. Oh shit, I'm in a problem. I put on the gas. Really stuck in this garage. So it's not a very good
Deeply into the
So
garage.
are you saying that if a horse feels like he's running from underneath you, instead of putting on the brakes, you give him more,
often
catch up,
better.
and then put him back?
Yes, it's often better if you are more likely to go on the gas.
Because he's probably already ahead of you.
Yeah, because that's funny you
That'll
mention it. That
catch
happens to me sometimes. I feel the horse is going from under me. Then to pull him back is really difficult.
Yeah.
Maybe
Okay, but it's also the main principle is the horse has to react to the brakes so well and get that inner calmness that you can put on the forward aids. Then the real work starts.
Yeah.
So,
right. Okay.
Is that get back to the balance then too? Because they've lost their balance, which is why they're going
Right.
fast, and then
Okay, so you are not too happy if your horse has you are happy if your horse has temperament. It's nicer than you don't, but it doesn't make life so much more easy. Okay, a nice medium temperament is naturally the most easiest. Now the gas, how you tell a horse to go forward. You have always several aids. The first aid how you tell your horse to go forward is to sit comfortable. If you are stiff, the horse has more problem to go fast. Yeah? So also if you tell your horse to go forward in the running free, if the horse is saying, okay, yeah? Because it's a little stiff in the back, then you feel it, oh, it's not going so smooth. What you want is that it goes smooth from the tail to the front. And if the energy is not going so smooth like this, the hind leg is always a motor. That's why from the tail to the front. Because it's stiff here, then you try to keep loose here every time you say more. Not like more, huh? But more. That you say soft here. If you say more, you make it difficult for the horse. So that's the first part. Then in the signals you always go from the lightest aid. That means horses are very good mind readers. So first you think about it, what you want, and your horse will feel through your body light changes. That's enough often for a sensitive horse. Yeah? The mind reading you can enhance with breathing. Breathing carries energy. So if you make a press from the hind legs forward. No, not this one.
No?
This is a relaxing press.
Yeah, I was thinking
This
about
is like,
that.
yeah? This is a slowing down press.
Yeah, okay. So what's the go?
You want to go someplace. It's a fire press. Yeah? And like that. That's calm. That's what you use for making calm and slow. Yeah?
I'm good at that.
Okay? So you use thinking and breathing. The second thing you use is the leg. The leg you use somewhere here, and the leg works because there is a natural reflex to this muscle. Yeah? So you'll see if I poke him here that this muscle is moving. Yeah? Yeah? So this is natural. The horse doesn't have to learn this. It's a natural reflex. So it is clear if you press long, not gonna work. Yeah? Because a reflex can be made only with short little, like Morse signals. It's easy, press yourself on the thigh. After some time you won't feel it anymore. And if you give yourself little, you'll notice every little signal. So you never press with the leg, but you give little, like Morse signals. Huh?
Morse
Huh?
code. Yeah.
It's like a code, it's like very light. Or it can be from very light to sharper, but never a press. Because then you deaden the nerves. And then the third thing you can use is the whip. If you have the whip, watch out that you don't give a double signal. Pull back at the same time. Either if you're a beginner, you might want to use the whip in one hand, the reins in this hand, use it, and then take the reins again. If you want a better rider, you want to get more refined, you have to exercise to use it out of a lever action of the wrist. It's quite a skill, so you might want to go around carrying a whip, hitting yourself all the time. Yeah? And the whip's the same as the leg. You use in two different ways. I'm just gonna demonstrate on the, okay, what I forgot about the leg, what's very important, if you use the leg, you do not tighten up the seat bone or hip. That's what most people do. A lot of those big horse riders. Yeah? And they stop the horse at the same time, so you give a double message when you tighten up the seat bone and the hip joint. You say slow down because you disturb the movement. You don't follow the movement loose, you tighten. So you say slow down, up there in the seat and faster down there. So a double message always gives the horse more confusion. And horses tend to listen to the message they like to hear better, yeah? Like you. So it's like you say to a lazy horse double message, the horse will say, well, I think I heard more slow. I didn't hear. You say to a fast horse a double message. The horse will say, I think I heard fast, but it will make shorter, stiffer steps instead of more soft, big steps. Huh?
Dani, if I could just interrupt you, when your leg and when you were talking about, like, you know, the signal, how subtle is that, you know, with your, like, how big a movement should you be making with your leg?
Depends. We'll talk about that.
Okay.
You start very light and you can get stronger. Okay? So with the crop I show you, there's one difference with the forward aids. One is saying, I'm here and you are here and I hit you. That's like a punishment. Huh? It's, and the other one is saying, we are together and I say more energy. It's different, yeah? So this is now more energy when I say, I start light, we are together, more, until I get what I want. I can go high. It's like a concert. It's like more, and oh, thank you, there we have it. Yeah? And the most important thing is the stop of the signal. You stop at the second you get what you want. And the other one is like, I say, I'm here and you are here, and then it's, see how he reacts? It's quite different. Because that would be a punishment. The other one is, da, 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 da. He also reacts a lot, but not so, huh?
And he's got a fly in his eye too.
Yeah, but also like in the sound, the one is more separating. The same with the leg. You don't say, I'm here, you are here, I kick you. It's like, hey, we're together. Da, 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 da. Huh? So it's much more, also in thinking. You don't think, I'm sitting on you, and you are there, and now go. Yeah? But it's much more like, we're together, somebody is taking us. Huh? That is more subtle different, but it's very important. Because separation is for going away from each other. That's for, it's also reasonable, but not when you sit down. Energy is for going together someplace. Huh? Okay, and how strong, your question, you always think of riding as a dialogue. It's not a monologue. So I would say, Marissa, would you like to go? And you would naturally say, oh yes, naturally. And I would say, thank you, Marissa, this is wonderful. Yeah? So that would be your ideal goal. You would say, please go forward. The horse says yes, and you say thank you.
But
Thank
if you're
you.
asking, like, I'm in a tolt with Ricky, and I say I'm asking for more energy in the tolt, and I give him this, and I'm getting a little stronger, because, you know, because I feel, unless I'm going with my whip, you know, tap, 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 more energy, I don't know, it seems to me, when I'm riding him, he ignores my leg until I'm more like
Let me finish, and you'll understand how to change that. Huh? So naturally, that would be my first start. Huh? So I would say, please, the horse would say, thank you, or yes, and I would say thank you. Thank you, you say by stopping the signal. The voice works out of several reasons.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Voice is a very good help. Voice is very good for conditioning. Conditioned reflexes are reflexes of habit. You say ho, the horse knows stop. You say, for instance, I say for trot and for canter. You can always do the same, or you can say terap or galop. You just use the same thing. Huh? And it's very good. Conditioning makes life very easy. You have, for instance, send a friend on who can't ride much. You tell him click one time, the horse will go faster. Huh? Very useful. Then the voice works because it has is good for the rider. If you say something, you breathe, and it makes you to the point. Now with him, you also have a second problem. The first problem is a reaction to it, and the second is the keeping of the tempo. He tends to go a little fast and immediately slow down again. Now there are two approaches for this. There's an approach of the big horse riders in dressage. They often say you have to ride every step. Boom, 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 boom. I always ask, what does the horse do if you stop using the legs? Does it drop down? Or? Yeah? So that approach seems too much work to me. Yeah? And it does not work well with the Icelandic horse because they're independent thinkers. Yeah? So the approach I like better for this is that you make a contract with the horse. You make a contract at how fast you want the horse to be. Because he doesn't know. He doesn't know how fast you want him to be. It might be okay for him if he would just walk very slow, or you might be an energetic rider who wants more speed. And the contract would be, you ask him to go forward until he is at the speed you want. And then you leave him alone. And the second he comes down in energy, you tell him, hey, we made a contract. And remind him again. Then you leave him alone again. Until he learns, oh shit, she means it serious with this contract. Every time I come down, and not when I'm much down, when I go a little down, she reminds me. Okay.